was unclear in what I read which way it was. But regardless, everyone's like, oh, that's so wrong and yada yada. But, you know, the critics who've seen it said the movie's just okay. But honestly, Dakota Fanning, this is her Jodie Foster role. This is the one that people will watch it.
This is the one that will inspire someone to shoot a president.
Yeah, this is the one and it inspire young girls to realize they like the taste of pussy better.
Oh, God!
Oh. See, this is so sad to me.
I'm so glad we're doing our lesbian, gay, bisexual, friendly episode.
Dakota Fanning is still in that zone of, like, we think of her as a little kid.
No, she's 14.
But you know...
Greg's like, nah, man, you could totally hit that in some
that's
countries.
legal in Georgia.
That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
I'm a musician, so I think about those things.
Greg's
of
like,
course.
let's go to Cancun.
That's groupie
Dakota.
age. That's enough to get backstage.
It'll be like, Greg,
Jerry Lee
how
Lewis,
can you
man.
fuck Dakota Fanning? She's only 14. I know, but she looks 12.
That's Jerry Lee Lewis, man.
It's like,
You know?
isn't Dakota
Chuck
Fanning
Berry.
dating James Woods now?
Oh, and I was so hoping we would get to the pedophile jokes this episode. Anyway, the episode is just it says it's a troubled 12-year-old girl, 12, who finds solace from an abusive life through blues music, which for some reason is Elvis. Wow. You're like, wait, she finds solace through blues music and it's Elvis? Like, really? There's no Robert Johnson in her tale?
Elvis
Who
did
finds
some blues.
solace through white guys ripping.
You know what?
off
Okay,
blues
here's
music.
the thing.
Elvis is the gateway drug.
Yeah.
I am a huge Elvis fan,
course
right?
you are.
Huge Elvis fan, okay? But
And Mom and Apple Pie.
I will
Horror
fight all
movies.
of you. I will fight all of you little sissies.
This is the guy that put Texas Chainsaw Massacre on his top 10 list. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think that speaks for itself.
It's
His
one of the
second
greatest
favorite is
movies
Pat
ever made.
Boone.
I am a huge Elvis fan, but I have no desire to see this movie whatsoever.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then we'll move on. Eagle Eye, September 26th, which is
Shia!
Shia LaBeouf.
Protect the Shia!
Who is playing a twin brother whose other twin brother gets killed.
Wait.
Christian
Are
Slater
you
TV
fucking
show?
serious right now?
Yeah, why?
Because I thought this was just like one of those ridiculous movies where, like,
You mean
okay,
the
somebody's
same-
watching you, they planned out all your moves that could never happen.
Well, I don't think that's
But-
necessarily untrue at this
But now he's a twin brother also. Oh my
Let's
God.
ramp it up another notch.
And the twin is a time traveler.
Is one of the twins evil?
It's like they said, like, well, look, if you're gonna buy the Brooklyn Bridge, I could sell you the Empire State Building.
Well, the good news is
For a
his
really
mother.
good sale.
The good news is his mother is Michelle Monaghan, which is
Wait,
Yeah,
whoa. Michelle Monaghan's playing his mother?
I know, right?
Wait, his
Totally
mom?
She is not old enough to play his mother. I'm
No
sorry.
way.
Well, I don't care because mother, whatever.
I mean, I'm
Who
happy
knows?
to
I just
see
wanna
her in
see her
anything,
in a movie.
but she is not old enough to play his mother.
Well, anyway, they
could
find
be
out
my
they've
mom.
been, for some reason, framed as terrorists, and they're threatened to becoming members of a cell who are tasked to assassinate a politician. So, all right, you've been framed as terrorists, and they say, okay, we're going to make it worse somehow, and we're going to make you actually kill a politician. This is confusing to me. And the only reason I'm even giving
No,
this the
it's not
benefit of the
confusing at
doubt-
all, Cyrus. Someone has made another shitty movie.
No, but Spielberg wanted to direct this. It was his idea.
Wait, who directed this?
Steven Spielberg wanted to direct it. It was his idea. He came up with the idea, and then he passed it off to DJ Caruso.
And then he let George Lucas ghostwrite it and passed it on to some sucker.
Yeah, this reeks of Enemy of the State to me.
By saying Steven Spielberg wrote it meant that they were fishing through his
Yeah.
his refuse pile.
Hey, look, I found this crumpled up piece of paper outside of Amblin Entertainment.
Now, I'm only bringing this movie up because, well, there's two black people in the room. But otherwise, I wouldn't have any interest. And no offense, guys. Personally, it's been a long time since I've seen a
Are
Spike.
you talking about the
What are you
Secret
ta-
Lives
what
of
are you
Bees?
talking
'Cause
It's a
I'm
long
all
time
over
since
that
I've seen a
motherfucker.
Spike Lee movie I really cared about.
Oh,
that
wait a
much.
minute. That's
Oh, you
Inside
like
Man?
Inside Man?
I
Inside Man
liked
was
it,
awesome.
But
No,
I
but
wouldn't
he
go
did-
so
he
far
didn't
as
write
say-
it,
it's
though. He
like,
just directed
I
that.
don't remember much about it anymore, and I just saw it
Did you
last
see
year.
25th Hour?
No, I never saw 25th.
See,
Hour.
Although I
see
remember
that.
I went to go see Summer of Sam with my friend Karina, who's in the room right now, and she actually got up and walked out of it.
Good, because that was a crappy movie. It was. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Summer of Sam nearly put me into a coma.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't see that.
I didn't
Crooklyn?
like that at all. I just honestly, like percentage-wise, Spike Lee. But anyway, he's making a movie called Miracle at St. Anna.
Did he write
Okay?
this movie too?
I don't think it, and it's
No,
based
it's written
on a
by
real
James
story.
McBride.
Yeah, see, he's good. If you get him away from the writing, I have
Yes.
more faith in it.
Well, it follows 4 black soldiers of the all-black 92nd Infantry Division. Whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah, we fought
Don't-
World War II.
Stop. Don't use that voice.
What?
Do not.
Okay.
Do not.
Well-
For the 92nd. No.
Leon,
Okay,
here.
You're right. That was
Leon,
well.
I can make a superhero reference here. Remember the rumor that got started on the net recently that Will Smith was going to be the next Captain America?
Yes,
That
I
turned
do.
out to be just that, a stupid rumor. Well, the guy who started it is one of the guys who was in this. When they were during the interview
Oh,
junket
yeah.
process, he was like, "Oh yeah, they totally told Will Smith he was going to be Captain America."
Be that as it may.
Regardless, I'm not sure what that has to do with what I just.
Well, we're talking about the movie.
No.
He's talking about the vocal
He's right.
inflection.
My vocal
the vocal
inflection was
inflection.
wrong because I don't think this is going to be good. But that was what I was doing, and you're right.
Yeah, the miracle of Saint Anna, yo. So,
Miracles
Oh God,
in
never
eyes.
speak again, Jason.
Anyway, it follows 4. I'll do the voice of the guy who does the Disney movie.
Yeah. Do the voice
the
of the guy who
dead
just
guy.
died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't you just do the
In
John
a world
LaFontaine
dead
voice?
where
guy.
Spike
The John
Lee makes
LaFontaine
movies.
I
voice.
wasn't being racist. I was impersonating a racist.
Where's Robert Downey Jr. when
In a
you see-
world.
I was so good that y'all actually believed I was a racist. That's really fantastic. Miracles-
Whitest guy we know is a racist. Big stretch.
Yeah, those 4 years of Stanislavski training really paid off for your hands.
Miracle at St. Anna follows 4 black soldiers of the all-black 92nd Infantry Division, which is very important, who get trapped near a small Tuscan village on the Gothic line during the Italian campaign of World War II after one of them risks his life to save an Italian boy. Okay, so whatever. It's a World War II movie. But the point is, the reason anyone even is paying attention to this, quite honestly, is that Spike Lee said in reference to making this movie, there's really been a bad job of documenting the contribution African Americans made to this country. Okay, fair enough. He said it in criticism of Clint Eastwood's
Yes,
movie.
that was a famous.
But
Which
the
was unfair.
problem is that the people who were there at the actual event that took place that this movie is doing a version of said this is the false reconstruction that doesn't take into account the historical reality. Otherwise, the damage to the memory and the historical truth will be very serious. They were very upset about the fact that he just totally bullshitted his way through this whole story.
That's what he does. I mean, listen, World War II.
That's
they
what
kept,
all
they-
movies
But they
do.
kept black people out of World War II. We know that. It's okay. You know.
Oh,
Well,
and
it
you're
wasn't okay,
complaining?
but- no, I'm just saying. So when you see, whether it's Band of Brothers or whether it's Saving
Letters
Private
from Iwo
Ryan,
Jima.
it's okay. It's gonna be white people. That's okay.
Two
We can dig
words.
that.
2 words.
What?
Heart's War. Heart's War.
Great
Focusing
movie.
great movie.
absolutely
I
great
absolutely
movie.
love that
Bruce
movie.
Willis?
Yes.
yeah,
I never
which
did see
nobody
that.
saw,
And
but
it
it's
focuses
so
on the
good.
black soldiers
Very good
in
movie.
World War II.
Yeah.
So you can't say that's never been covered.
I really want to see Clint Eastwood whip Spike Lee's ass in Thunderdome. I really do.
I mean, really, all it takes is Clint Eastwood going to Spike Lee like saying, "Bravo, you used me to get publicity for your movie. I can't fault
No,
you for that."
I'll-
I mean,
Right.
Spike is good at that. He
Yeah.
knows how to work that angle to get people to people would just blown the movie off and not even noticed it, and then suddenly there's a controversy, and then it's like that goddamn Spike Lee. I got to see this piece of shit so I can talk bad about it.
yeah.
No, you're right.
all Clint would have to do is just take those Oscars and say, "Hey, see these? See these?
Right.
You're not gonna get these. Here's these Oscars.
If you were going to get one, you would have gotten it
You
by
would have
now.
got." You
Yeah,
got your wad and do the right thing, brother.
Dude, come on. I mean, Cuba Gooding Jr. got an Oscar. I mean, you basically peel an Oscar and there's chocolate inside of it.
Yeah. And that's as it should be. Talk about one of the least deserved Oscars of all time. I'm sorry.
That's a good list.
I'm sorry, but I
Good
think
list.
Cuba Gooding Jr. can't act his way out of a wet paper
You're
bag.
right.
I really
Come
do.
on.
And that was a
So
terrible
dumb.
Wait, do
fucking
you
movie.
think that was worse than
I
Mira
don't
Sorvino's
think
one?
Jerry Maguire's a terrible movie.
Oh, no, not Mira Sorvino. No, the one who.
No,
no,
Mira Sorvino was a
Mira-
bad
No,
choice.
My
it's
Cousin
not, it's not
Vinny.
Marissa
Marissa
Tomei.
Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, my
No,
cousin.
Mira
Vinny.
Sorvino was actually a bad
Yeah,
choice,
exactly.
too,
It was
but-
Marissa Tomei. You think that was more deserving?
I thought it
than
was
Cuba
more insulting because it felt more like a token. Like, look, we're giving one to the black guy.
Token? Really? That's where you want to go
A
with that?
token award. You
It's
can
about to
still
be a
use
fight.
that word. Don't be like that.
It's about to be a fight.
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
My money's on Leon.
We
Do you know?
running
Do you
out
know
of
there's going to be a
words.
showdown, Greg?
We're running out of words we can even use. See,
Pretty
this
sure
is-
Leon carries a knife.
This
like, all
is
the
why
time.
I want a guitarist in here.
No, he doesn't carry a knife. He's not Latino. He doesn't carry a knife.
I mean, the thing is,
he carries a gun.
It's not so much that these Oscars are wrong; it's that we put too much importance on the Oscar itself.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, see, not to go down a rabbit hole, but the
It's too
Oscars
late.
the Oscars are bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
no
it's
matter
a
who
game.
gets it.
It's a political,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's not that
fun,
I mean,
but-
there's plenty of deserving movies that win Oscars, and you go right on. That,
Yeah,
that
like,
was my
like
choice.
Radio. I mean, if you're going to give
Radio did not win an Oscar, but there's like the year that Shakespeare in Love won. That was my favorite movie of the year.
That was a
like,
great movie.
I was like, right on. That should have got it. But then you turn around the next year, and the whole theme of the Oscars is the Titanic. So when it wins Best Picture, you're like, gee, I wonder if The Fix was in on this.
Well,
Yeah.
that being said, I'm one of those guys who really loved Titanic. But
Oh my
did you
god!
think it was the best movie of the year?
Wait. You
That
always-
explains
remember
why
what
you
was up
keep
against
trying
it,
to grab
honestly.
my
Yeah, that's what you have
crotch.
to do. Look at what it's up against. Like when you look at, like, say, Dances with Wolves. What
Right.
it's up
I
against.
personally
You-
think
you
Dances
wanna-
with Wolves was one of the most overrated movies.
You want,
Boring.
but then you look at see what it was up against for best Oscar.
Right. I like
know
Dances with
Goodfellas-
Wolves,
it was up
but over
against
Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. No
come
question.
on.
Yeah. No, it was in the year. What was Forrest Gump went over Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You really think in 25 years people are going to be going, man, Forrest Gump? Now that
Life
was
is like a box of
badass
chocolate.
movie."
To be fair, it's still one of the most quoted movies of all time.
Yeah, but no,
So
got
sort
shot
of
in the buttocks.
satirical way. I mean,
So
we're-
is Pulp
we
Fiction.
use it when
Well,
we're
that's
trying
true, too.
because most white people, that's as close as we can come to an impression of a retard. Really, we don't try that hard.
That's true. You're doing your impression of the retard you work with or who bagged your groceries at Randall's.
Yeah.
And people go like, dude, that's wrong. You're like, no, I was doing Forrest Gump.
Yeah, exactly.
Boiled shrimp, Cajun shrimp.
That's all I'm saying.
Butterfly shrimp.
Bubba!
Yes, you have said it the best. Forrest Gump is a really good excuse to be a horrible, horrible person.
Yes. Well, he didn't go full retard.
shot in the buttocks.
Choke, which
Yes.
I already saw.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, did you see it too? I couldn't remember if you were there.
I'm
at that
pretty sure
screening
I was
with
sitting
me or
next
not.
to you when I saw it.
I don't remember this shit. What do I take notes as to who was sitting next to me? This is a comedy by based on the book by Chuck
Palahniuk.
Polaniak.
Is
Polaniuk?
Polaniak.
I heard Polonic.
I heard
Palahniuk.
Palahniuk too.
I got a
I
full
heard
Polonic
Palahniuk,
once.
actually.
God damn it. What, by the guy who wrote Fight Club.
By
Yes.
the guy who wrote Fight Club. And that should be all you need to know about
Yes.
whether or not you want to see this. And honestly, on some level, that really is all you need to know
Yeah.
about whether or not you're going to enjoy this movie. If you loved Fight Club, odds are you're not going to like this as much, to be sure. But
you'll still
definitely-
like it.
You'll still like it. It'll still be worth
Yeah.
your while.
As someone who lists Fight Club as my favorite movie, I didn't love this as much, but I did like it.
It's disturbing and it's messed up. It's got Sam Rockwell in the lead role. It's got Angelica Houston. Rockwell plays a sex addict.
It's so very much like Fight Club. It's got so many of the same elements that it makes me almost afraid to read any of his other books. I'm like, dude, you write everything like this? Not that it's bad, but it's.
Thematically, it's like it, but not plot wise.
I mean, it's kind of like Philip K. Dick. It's like, really? Do you write anything where a guy isn't looking for a guy who turns out to be himself?
good point.
And the answer to that question is a resounding no.
All right, so moving on. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I didn't realize that this was a gay movie.
Don't care.
The thing that I'm wondering the most about this is the Nick and Nora reference. Are they actually going to
The
because
Thin
that's,
Man.
that's the Thin Man. I'm like, are they actually?
Oh, that's
kinda
why it
doing
was resonating. This is one of these movies that everyone's going, oh, it's this year's Juno. And, that's because it's got Michael
Oh my God! You
Cera
mean
in it.
it's this year's clever little indie comedy?
Exactly.
How horrible!
I know.
See, to me,
Shut
I
up,
look at it
haters.
like to me, I look at it like, God, this is so tedious. It's so trendy. But I'm thinking it's this, not years, but this decade's Reality Bites, where it's that date stamp on 2008.
My Sharona.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I want to see Michael Cera in something where he doesn't play Michael Cera.
Yeah, that's true. The boy does not carry a lot of range.
Oh, where he's straight.
Well, in this one, they just put it on the table. He's gay in this one.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's gay in this
Well,
one.
but I
he's a
thought-
member of a queer core band called the Jerk
No,
Offs.
yeah, but he is the only straight. He is the only straight member.
Oh, because the impression I got in
No,
here was
he
that
is.
the girl
He is actually playing a straight guy, and that it is a romantic thing, and the girl and the guy. Yeah, they,
Okay, because I got the impression that she was pretending to be his girlfriend.
She does pretend to be his
to make
girlfriend, but
another guy
she's
jealous.
yes, but girls do that with straight guys too, Cyrus. And someday
That's what that
you'll
was
figure
all
this
about.
all out. And when I
Holy
say
shit.
someday, I mean never ever.
I thought she was just a bitch.
You know, it's just Michael Cera talking into his chest and mumbling and being all insecure. It's like, it was charming during Arrested Development. It's kind of
Yeah.
fun during Juno and Superbad, but I'm done. I'm done. Do something else.
Let's see some.
You
scratch.
act, you little bastard! I'll kill you.
You're right.
Well, he's still got Scott Pilgrim coming up.
Yeah, and he is so wrong for that role.
You know what?
Yeah, I know that's one of the
thing.
movies that you wanted
Like-
to really be made.
Jason turned me on to Scott Pilgrim, and I'm friends with the publisher, who publishes Oni, who publishes Scott Pilgrim, gave me some of the books, and I read them, and they're fun. And then he tells me how Michael Cera is playing the lead role, and they're spending all this money just to do tests on the special effects part. But I go like, Michael Cera in this? I just don't see it.
By
at
the way,
all.
shout out, just chance for a segue. Shout out to Oni, who's going to be sending us graphic novels and comic books now.
Oh, right
Yes,
on.
please
Review
seek
and
out
take a look
Oni
at.
Press in your local comic shop.
I mean, they
Hey,
were
Joe
so
Nosback,
nice.
one of my oldest friends.
They're so nice, so sweet. Right off the bat, I was like, "Hey, thank you so much." You're going to be seeing more comic stuff on the Inside the League Lounge from the rest of our members.
What Cyrus means is he's going to foist this on to me and Leon.
Fair enough, and maybe some to Jason.
As long as it's Scott Pilgrim Volume 5.
Just give him the horror stuff,
no,
like
no.
always.
Now we're going to move on now to what is arguably the biggest movie of the fall. There's no question.
They're re-releasing Dark Knight again.
That is true, actually.
They
It
are
may
for
be
the
that
Oscars.
may
They
be
are.
the biggest
Ah,
movie
I
of
made
the
the
fall.
joke
That's
first.
not until January, which is winter.
Let's face it, Beverly Hills Chihuahua is going to perform.
Oh God! Oh God!
Come on. Now, all right, first off,
Somebody has to
I
fucking
wish
die
I could
for this
grow
movie.
more orifices so I could bleed out of them as well.
no, come on. This is done by Raja Gosnell, who did the Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh,
you love
okay.
those.
Oh well, then it's gonna be a big piece of crap.
And he did the first Big Mama's House, which is thought about as some
Oh,
is a
my.
legendary status of comedy. You know, that's right up there with Beverly Hills Cop.
Now all the blood has
Yeah.
left my body, and the pus is starting to eviscerate as well.
This is important because after movies like Norbit and Soul Plane,
no,
we were like,
no.
nothing can get worse than this. But somebody had to try to top that
Yeah.
for a worse movie.
Yeah.
And I think Beverly Hills Chihuahua has a good shot at it.
Might be it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Norbit was so.
Have you seen one of the previews, Greg? It's
Yeah.
like sitting through like a tribe of Yetis ass raping your grandmother.
but-
it's
Honestly,
horrible.
The trailer alone.
No,
is
but
that
you know
horrible.
what? But it's dogs. See, Soul Plane had black people. Dogs, you can do stupid stuff with dogs. I can live with that, okay? But you can't have the shuck it in
So the problem
jive
is
and
that I'm
Soul
white.
Plane thing.
I do
Greg,
not
Greg,
endorse this comparison he
I'm
just
just-
made.
Greg.
No,
I don't know
I'm
where
just
he's going with
saying-
this.
Greg, I love
I
you,
just
but I'm
work
about
here.
to punch you in the face.
I'm just saying. Okay, you do bad movies and you got caricatures of stupid dogs. Okay, I can dig that. But when you
Don't do bad movies, period. I don't care
Right.
what color your
yeah,
skin
but,
is.
Yeah, but when you do bad movies and you do the John Witherspoon playing stupid crap in movies, I mean, it's just.
Dude, let me put it this way.
Pull the ripcord, dude.
The voices in this movie include George Lopez, Andy Garcia, Salma Hayek, Cheech Marin, Placido Domingo,
Oh,
He's still alive?
Louise Guzman, Edward James Olmos,
Edward James Olmos?
Paul
Adama, you
Rodriguez,
bastard!
and Manuel Noriega,
What?
who they
Wait,
sampled
wait.
to be in the.
Oh,
voice
okay.
I was
cast.
gonna say.
See, this makes me mad because they got rid of the Frito Bandito.
Oh, see.
And I used to love
Okay.
that.
That makes you mad, and
Wait,
not the
wait,
fact
wait,
that
wait,
they're
wait.
billing a drug dealer.
But wait a second. Okay, I didn't think of it that way. So what you guys are saying about now I understand. I
was just thinking of it as funny dogs.
No,
man.
I was just thinking it like it was just like stupid, like Babe with talking animals. I didn't think it was
No,
like
no.
I
Clearly
yeah.
haven't watched.
Did you
it.
not
Right.
hear the Yeti's ass raping your
Yeah.
grandmother's statement?
I didn't.
I don't
wait,
see that when
wait.
I see Babe.
wait, they're all Mexican.
Well, yeah. Well,
Watching this movie will give you herpes.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be like
right
them
now.
having like chicken.
Watching
like,
this
like
movie
a chicken
will
coop
give you
movie
herpes
with
of the
like
AIDS, of the
Samuel L.
cancer, of
Jackson
the
and Denzel
eyes.
Washington as the voices.
I got a cold sore just watching the
Yes.
trailer.
Okay, I get it now. That is terrible.
Honestly, it's like Soul Plane.
So plain, but with chickens instead.
Honestly, what's really funny, Wikipedia, which is a self, user edited encyclopedia. encyclopedia. Anybody can edit it. Often
This
there's
Wikipedia
fuck-ups.
thing you speak of sounds intriguing. I should check it out
Often there are
sometime.
fuck-ups where people like do something, and usually the staff catches it within a day. But when I was checking Beverly Hills Chihuahua, it said the director was somebody called...
Why did you run Beverly Hills Chihuahua through Wikipedia?
So I had notes to talk about.
We are not friends anymore, Cyrus.
But it listed the director as Gerard Damiano, and I don't know if anybody knows who that is, but he's the guy who directed Deep Throat and Devil and Miss Jones. I was like, cheers to whoever.
If we're going to talk about this movie anymore, I'm going to need
that-
some more bourbon.
That's perfect since he's gonna fuck the entire Hispanic community
But,
with this movie.
but wait, but don't you put the blame on the actors who are in this? I mean, why would they do that if they, that's what's interesting to me.
Paul Rodriguez has got to eat.
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
whenever you ask a question about why would that actor do something, the answer is reach into your pocket, open up your wallet, and the green stuff inside.
Yeah,
that
but
is the
you're
reason.
gonna tell me those guys don't have enough money. You're
man,
gonna tell me
if it-
Edward James
they
Owens didn't make that
don't.
much
They
money.
don't. You think
Dude,
George Lopez is rich if
Do you
compare
think the
him to, say, George
Sci-Fi
Clooney?
Channel pays anything?
If somebody,
Honestly.
if somebody asked me right now to do a musical remake of The Phantom Menace on Off-Broadway, and I said, "Are you full of shit?" and they opened that briefcase with that Pulp Fiction glint, I'd
you know
be
what?
like,
You know what?
when do I show up?
I guess Hitler wasn't that bad.
You know what?
Pulp Fiction is a pretty Pulp Fiction. Phantom Menace is a pretty damn good movie.
See, no,
I know where you're-
I think
I know
it's
where you're
absolutely beautiful that like we're talking about Beverly Hills Chihuahua, which insults centuries of Latino culture, or Soul Plane that insults centuries of African American culture, and yet for you it's the Phantom Menace.
Well, that insults the last 25 years
You
of
don't
my
understand how my people have suffered, Leon. Do you have any idea how many bad science fiction movies we've been forced to watch?
Did you read Han Solo at Star's End? Did you read it?
Luke was having sex with his sister! His sister!
That's Splinter in the Mind's Eye, you dork.
It just sounds very NASCAR to me.
Next up, we got How to Lose Friends and Alienate People, which admittedly, I think most of us even noticed only because Simon Pegg is in this.
Well,
Scotty.
I got to say also because as much as I like her, I never really found her hot, except in this movie.
Who?
Kirsten Dunst.
Oh.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and she
Snaggletooth?
is in this. And the weird,
Dude.
Megan Fox is in this too.
Oh, that's right.
So if you have a
I
problem with
think
that.
this is a great
Well,
sign
hello.
that Simon Pegg is finally graduating to true movie star status because he's starring in a really, really shitty movie.
I don't know.
Oh,
Actually, the advanced word on this has been
Really?
overwhelmingly
See,
positive.
the trailer I
it
saw made
just
it look
looks so
good.
annoying.
Well, they've said it's what was that one with Anne Hathaway that was the fashion movie from
Oh,
The
The Devil Wears
They
Prada.
said it's The Devil's Wear Prada if a guy made it.
God,
and
I
it was
fucking
about
hated The
dudes.
Devil Wears Prada.
I didn't
that,
like it either.
That doesn't sell it to me at
Oh,
all.
that's
but
terrible.
the reverse idea
I
of
actually
it,
like
like,
that
oh,
movie.
how silly this whole fashion thing is.
Right.
So I was like, oh, well, that I might actually really
Okay.
enjoy.
Maybe, but I mean, I've seen the trailer for it, and it he's basically this guy who lucks into a position with a very well-respected fashion magazine, and he's really annoying and crass, and he keeps making all these mistakes. And I just watching the trailer, I'm like, I don't buy this because anybody who did this in that level of job would be fired immediately.
Ironically, it's actually based on a true story.
Yeah, I know.
What's everybody drinking right now?
Oh man, I'm having a Dos Equis and a big glass of bourbon.
Screwdriver.
I have been drinking the Agave Wheat by Breckenridge Brewery, which I think they're one of the best independent breweries around.
Well,
they make
hello,
such
Mr.
good beer.
Fancy.
I am Mr. Fancy when it comes to beer. I will be
Leon.
drinking Lone Star later, though.
Leon, what you got?
I'm doing vodka tonics all night.
Vodka tonics. All right. Any particular vodka that you want to give a shout out to that you're drinking?
I think it was Polar
Polar
Ice.
Ice.
Is it Polar Ice?
It's
The
what
vodka
house
for
provided.
people that can afford it.
Because Monopolova is my favorite, but
Okay.
if Polar
Yeah.
Ice
That's
is what
your
we got
favorite?
here,
Even over like,
Monopolova is the best vodka
Grey
there
Goose?
is.
Monopolova's great.
Sorry.
yeah,
Even
oh yeah.
Grey
so
Goose is such a fucking marketing bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's totally
Grey
marketing.
Goose.
They've-
If you're paying for Grey Goose,
They've got a goose on the bottle, though. It's a pretty goose.
What the hell is a Belvedere? Any of this shit? You're just buying into the marketing shit. It's vodka. Okay, it's about
Okay, now that we've lambasted Greg enough.
it's about taking out shit, not putting it in. So,
And Cyrus is a professional bartender. So
I
he
am.
knows.
Monteplova, one of the oldest vodkas in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, they've never gotten
Actually,
any better
Cyrus
than
is
that.
a great bartender. He's served me a lot of drinks and got me really buzzed. So
Aw. Well, I expect to see.
Because he's got the heavy hand. With the
Cyrus
I do
has
have a
nearly
little bit.
killed me. Let's put it that way.
And
He's-
May
he,
again.
He really knows how to give you a lot at front on the front end,
That's right.
and then double your bill.
And I gotta give Bo a
I was
shout
about
out
to
for
say, I'm
for
not
his-
making drinks for
Yeah,
you
yeah,
bastards
yeah.
anymore.
I gotta give Bo a
Bo,
shout
too.
out for his mojitos because they are the nectar of the fucking gods.
The Bojitos, they deserve their own shout out.
You have no idea, mortals.
Rock and rolla. Anybody have anything to say about this? Guy Ritchie supposedly coming
It
back.
looks like
finally.
he might be out of that woman's clutches once
Wow.
and for all.
Let's go back to that well, guys.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
now,
but what's wrong with that well?
Yeah,
honestly.
he certainly hasn't dipped into it all that much for me.
Wait, how many-
He's made
how
three
many-
good
Made two goddamn
Yeah.
movies in that well that
Yeah.
were both fucking
Snatch,
awesome.
Wait,
Lock,
how many?
Stock
How
were
many did
great.
you guys?
Yeah.
How many? Did you guys see Revolver? Any of you guys
No,
see
no,
Revolver?
because you can't even get
No,
it.
I saw it. You can get it on Netflix. I saw it. Revolver is kind of like he took obviously his standard crime caper mixed up thing, and he was using like the Kabbalah philosophy
Oh,
with
Jesus
it.
Oh,
Christ.
see, and now we
But-
get
I'm sorry.
into being in the
That's right.
clutches.
That's probably the
of-
one time I shouldn't say
wait,
Jesus
wait,
Christ.
wait.
Darren
Yeah.
Aronofsky and
No, but it
Yeah,
actually.
maybe the bass player needs to shut the
I'm
fuck up.
I'm just saying.
Holy Moses.
It actually was pretty deep and good. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I've heard
It
there's
wasn't
mixed stuff about
bad.
that, and the biggest
It's good.
criticism is I didn't understand it, which
Because
makes
it
me
was
want
deep,
to see it.
because it was deep,
Which
and
makes
it was
me
really
want to see
good.
it.
That's
But
what I'm
Rock and
saying.
Rolla is not one of those films. In fact, this is what Guy Ritchie has said. He hopes, assuming it does well, to be the first of a trilogy. And apparently, the ratings have been across the board pretty much like, well, it's actually pretty damn good. I could see that.
I hope it's good. I like to see a guy like him who does have some talent do well, especially if they can step outside of what we see them do often.
Absolutely.
But I am nervous that every time someone makes a film, they say, "Oh, this is part of a trilogy."
Right.
Like, stop saying that.
Yeah,
for
no,
Christ's
you're right,
sakes.
because
That's what
we
the
are
guy that made Remo Williams.
an Unbreakable.
Well, ever since the Matrix trilogy, I am threatened of the word trilogy.
No. Well, he said he honestly has said this is a standalone, but if it does well enough, I've got it set up for one. Which, once again, yeah, same thing. But anyway, it's got Jeremy Piven, Thandie Newton, Gerard Butler is the main role. Which
Oh, it's Smoking
Yes.
Aces too.
which well,
Oh no! Come on,
Danny
man.
Newton's still alive?
Man, swinging
Come
with
on,
both arms.
man.
Next movie.
it's got Tom Wilkinson. It must be serious.
Next movie.
Tom Wilkinson.
And Tandy Newton's is the chick in it, right?
Tom,
was in
Tom
Dark
Wilkinson
Knight.
looks great in it.
No, Tom
The
Wilkinson's
trailer
great.
looks fun as hell.
Body of Lies. Ridley Scott. Come on.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, who's in
Finally,
that?
Wait, is Russell Crowe in this?
Or Denzel Washington?
actually? Yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed, he is.
he's playing his same character from the
The Insider?
In
from
fact,
The
I
Insider,
think
yeah.
that Russell Crowe is actually like some projection from Ridley Scott's mind that he is somehow animated and made corporeal.
Or at the very least, they're sucking each other off.
Or we could go that other route.
But this is a terrorist thriller, so to speak, about